This is Bill, a professional on his morning commute.
This is BirdNote.
When Bill arrives at work, he immediately begins searching the internet for the wonderful radio program he heard on his drive. BirdNote is a 2-minute radio show about the intriguing lives of birds that is broadcast weekdays at 8:58 a.m. It has a devoted fan base with listeners all over the country, but you would never know that from BirdNote's online presence. We will help. In order for BirdNote to achieve its goals, we must first address the organization's challenges: a small staff, limited funds, and limited control of its online presence. A successful digital media strategy will reflect BirdNote's mission to educate and inspire people to care about the natural world and transform casual listeners to an informed populace who care about conservation. Specifically, our strategy aims to convert casual listeners into engaged fans and engaged fans into conservation advocates. We'll help BirdNote to move beyond appointment radio by developing and sourcing additional online content that will transform BirdNote's online presence from a megaphone into a collaborative hub for BirdNote's community of listeners. We'll also help BirdNote's website move beyond simply another means of program distribution to become a uniquely resourceful destination. We'll lay a foundation to make BirdNote's archived and future content easier to navigate, more shareable, and more interactive. Mindful of the unique challenges that BirdNote faces, our strategy also aims to give BirdNote staff more control over their online presence through an accessible blog interface. Given limited resources, we will also outline a staged implementation of our strategy to identify what BirdNote can do immediately to begin achieving its goals and what BirdNote should consider long-term investments. Let's look at what Bill could find after BirdNote implements its new digital media strategy. First part of our strategy involves content creation. We suggest BirdNote redesign its website based on these successful websites. Notice how each of these websites has a clear and easily navigable menu, a share bar, and a call to action page. We also recommend BirdNote start a blog and either include it on birdnote.org or utilize any number of free platforms such as WordPress. In addition to driving traffic to BirdNote's website, BirdNote would be inspiring community by allowing their fans to comment and share. Feeder cams are popular with birdwatchers and easily broadcast over the internet. Wild Birds Unlimited, with several stores in the Puget Sound area, the University of Washington's Botanical Gardens, the Washington Ornithological Society, and the Seattle Audubon Society are excellent potential partnerships for BirdNote. Thanks to the wealth of information made possible by our strategy, Bill has transformed from a casual listener to an engaged fan. The second part of our strategy makes finding BirdNote's content easier through tagging and categories and utilizes social media to compel fans to share their own content with other BirdNote listeners. This is Laura, already an avid birder and BirdNote fan. One day, she hears a specific bird song in a nearby park, and it reminds her of a BirdNote show from months ago. She heads home to see if she can find the show online. While Laura may find BirdNote's broadcast about the bird through its simple search utility, BirdNote misses an opportunity to provide a more immersive online experience by not, for example, suggesting other relevant broadcasts that Laura might be interested in. Tagging and other means of organization will help users navigate and discover BirdNote's high-value content more easily. Let's help Laura find what she's looking for by helping BirdNote emulate these successful radio show websites, which utilize tagging to make their content searchable. The Radio Lab has 3 different categories for fans to search for radio shows. For Car Talk, fans can search by the most popular shows. The Hidden World of Girls, a radio show by the Kitchen Sisters, offers fans a chance to search by topic. Earth and Sky, the radio program that inspired BirdNote, suggests similar radio shows when fans search for certain tags. Watch a potential BirdNote fan navigate an easily searchable site utilizing the tags to find radio shows. As a result of our digital media strategy, Laura has not only found what she was looking for, but also discovered other interesting and engaging stories with the help of BirdNote's tagging system. But let's take it one step further. Once BirdNote fans can find the content they desire, BirdNote should encourage fans to share their own images and experiences. A public BirdNote Flickr page, combined with more engagement on social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, will build community amongst BirdNote's fans. Watch how simple it is to upload a photo to a public Flickr page. Each photo can be tagged with BirdNote Radio, which can drive traffic to the website. Furthermore, the best images from the Flickr can be showcased on the BirdNote blog. Fans like Laura are also likely to share their favorite shows on social media platforms. Listeners empowered by social media are exponentially more valuable than traditional broadcasting listeners. Online listeners can promote their favorite BirdNote programs among their social networks with the click of a button. Also, adding sharing elements to BirdNote's blog will allow users to stay immersed in BirdNote's content instead of redirecting them to a third-party website. The share bar through addtoany.com is free and easy for BirdNote to add to their website. There are some very simple guidelines BirdNote should follow to make the most out of their Twitter feed. Hashtags make terms searchable, driving traffic to BirdNote's Twitter page and in turn back to their website. BirdNote should tweet relevant conservation and environmental information in addition to announcements of new shows, as there is a thriving environmentalist community on Twitter. Shorter tweets make content easily retweetable. Facebook posts should look much like tweets, short, to the point, and easily shareable. BirdNote should also use their Facebook page to post content beyond their radio show, including promoting the adventures of their board and staff. The goal of social media is to connect every piece of your online presence. The implementation of our strategy will provide BirdNote with both the platforms and the connecting tools. Let's talk about making this happen. BirdNote has a wealth of qualified fans to choose from as volunteers in order to help them implement their digital media strategy. With over 1,000 fans already sharing on Facebook, it will be easy for BirdNote to find at least 2 volunteers. Volunteers can help manage social media and user-generated content, and 1 to 2 special volunteers can help implement BirdNote's tagging system and help put on a fundraiser. Once BirdNote's digital media strategy is in place, BirdNote should have a launch party to raise money and awareness for their new endeavor. Our strategy positions BirdNote as both a gateway and resource for fans to explore birds and conservation. Every listener gained is a potential conservationist. Every fan engaged is a potential organizer. According to the State of the Birds report from 2010, because birds are good indicators of environmental conditions, their predicted changes illustrate how ecosystems are likely to change, and they are telling us an important story. We're here to help BirdNote share stories about birds, because birds tell us the story of our environment. Our plan adds new voices to the chorus of conservation.